Welcome back to Power Ride, where today we dive into one of the most breathtaking, head-turning luxury coupes on the planet, the all-new 2026 Lexus LC. Get ready, because this isn't just another car review, this is an emotional ride through one of the most exotic machines Lexus has ever built. The LC has always been a symbol of Lexus design bravery, but the 2026 version has turned things up to 11. From the very first glance, this car grips your attention. That spindle grille is wider, lower, and even more aggressive, the LED headlights are slimmer and more futuristic, and the whole silhouette feels like it belongs on a concept car stage, not on public roads. It's a car that makes you want to stop everything and just stare, and Lexus knew exactly what they were doing. They wanted this car to be an event, a masterpiece you park outside and just look back at when you walk away. But hold on, as incredible as it looks, the big question is, has Lexus finally given the LC the performance to match its movie star looks? That's what we're about to find out, so stay with me because I'm going to tell you something shocking about the price halfway through this review that might just make you rethink everything you knew about this car. Step inside, and things only get better. The cabin is pure Lexus artistry. Sculpted leather seats, a driver-focused cockpit, a digital gauge cluster that seems to float, and a massive curved touchscreen running Lexus' latest infotainment system. It's minimal, futuristic, and feels like it was designed by someone who loves both speed and luxury. That's all I'm going to say about the interior, because I know what you're really here for, how this car performs when you put your foot down. And this is where Lexus has made the most dramatic leap. Under the hood, you can still get that glorious naturally aspirated 5.0-liter V8 that screams to 7,300 RPM, delivering over 480 horsepower and one of the most intoxicating exhaust notes you will ever hear. But the 2026 LC also debuts a new hybrid powertrain that combines a high-revving V6 with electric motors to give you instant torque and over 500 horsepower while still achieving efficiency numbers that seem impossible for a car this quick. 0 to 60. Around 3.9 seconds in the V8 and slightly quicker in the hybrid thanks to that electric boost off the line. And it's not just straight-line speed. Lexus has reworked the suspension, added rear-wheel steering, and fine-tuned the adaptive dampers, making the LC feel lighter, sharper, and more eager in the corners than ever before. It no longer feels like just a pretty grand tourer. This is a proper sports coupe that can dance with Porsche and Aston Martin on a twisty road. But here's where it gets crazy, the price. You'd think with all this style, tech, and performance, Lexus would push the LC into supercar territory, right? Well, brace yourself, the base 2026 LC comes in just under $100,000, which is shocking when you realize you're getting exotic car looks, a hand-built interior, and a naturally aspirated V8 in an era where those engines are disappearing. The hybrid version costs a bit more, but the performance per dollar is mind-blowing compared to European rivals. This is where Lexus is playing smart. They're giving you a car that looks like a $200,000 exotic but sells for half the price, and that's going to pull a lot of customers away from brands like Jaguar F-Type, Mercedes-AMG GT, and even base-level Porsche 911s. Out on the road, the LC feels alive. The steering is razor-sharp. The chassis is perfectly balanced, and the noise from that V8, the noise, is something you'll never get tired of. It's one of those cars that makes even a trip to the grocery store feel like an event. And yet, because it's a Lexus, it's also quiet and comfortable when you just want to cruise. The seats hug you perfectly, the ride is compliant, and the noise insulation is so good that on the highway you could whisper to your passenger and still be heard. This dual personality is what makes the LC so special. It's a car that can thrill you and relax you all in the same day. Lexus has also made sure the tech is cutting edge. You get an advanced driver assistance suite with lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and even a semi-autonomous driving mode that takes the edge off long highway drives. The infotainment system supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and has one of the cleanest, fastest interfaces in the segment. It's also loaded with customization. You can set up drive modes, exhaust sounds, even ambient lighting to suit your mood. And then there's the design factor. People who buy this car aren't just buying speed, they're buying a statement. The LC still turns heads everywhere it goes, and the 2026 tweaks make it look even more like a concept car come to life. Lexus has kept this car rare and special, and that means every time you see one on the road, it feels like spotting something exotic. It's that sense of occasion that makes owners love this car for years and years, long after the novelty wears off for other cars. If there's one criticism, it's that the rear seats are tiny, but let's be honest, nobody's buying an LC to haul around passengers in the back. This car is about the driver and the experience, and in that regard, it delivers like nothing else in the Lexus lineup. So, should you buy the 2026 Lexus LC? If you want a car that blends Japanese reliability with world-class luxury and performance, and you want to stand out in a sea of predictable German coupes, then yes, absolutely. This is a car that will make you fall in love with driving again, and with the shocking price point, it's honestly one of the best luxury coupe deals in 2026. And that's why we had to bring this full review to you today, because the 2026 LC isn't just a car, it's an experience. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this review, share it with anyone who loves cars, and most importantly, subscribe to Power Ride so you never miss our deep dive reviews, price reveals, and test drives of the hottest cars on the planet.